We build some amazing vehicles to take us around our country, or even maybe around the world. But sometimes we don't think about the places that are close to home for us. Welcome to DB Overland, and welcome to this weekend's adventure where I'm going to take you guys along with Mandy and my good friend Bryce and we're going to explore a national park that is close to home for us, and not a lot of people actually know about it. And in this park, we've got some amazing scenery and we've got some amazing history. We had an amazing night camping just outside the park boundary in the southern part of the park known as Yellowtail. The plan for this weekend's trip is to head to the northern section of the park, where we're going to check out a lot of the really cool geological features. As well, we're going to keep our eye out for a lot of the wildlife in the park, such as the wild Mustangs and the Bighorn sheep. We're also going to check out some really cool historical ranches that are in the park.
So I'm like,
yeah, it's a turtle. That's cool. Just got off of the dirt section and we are now coming into the canyon lands section of the park, and this is where the landscape is going to change dramatically. You go from high desert, sagebrush, very dry, sandstone, to a scenery where you've got like short cedars, juniper trees, a lot more rockier. I think still kind of the sandstone stuff, a little bit of granite. a lot of red soil. I mean, there's so much red soil out here that depending on what road you take, you literally feel like you're driving on Mars, because the soil is this deep blood red. It's so cool. This park is really amazing. Well, this is going to be exciting. Our first stop that we're going to take, we're gonna stop at the canyon overlook to give you guys a glimpse of how massive this canyon is and how deep it is. Like, you'll be standing at the top and you'll see this tiny little boat driving on the water going up the canyon. Well, in real life, that's a 20-foot long boat, and the thing looks like an ant. It's insane. So I'm excited to show you guys that. Also, we're gonna keep an eye out for the wild Mustangs, because where the turnoff is to go to the lookout, that's where we're gonna start seeing the Mustangs. So hopefully we can see the horses, and it's just gonna make for an awesome experience. Mandy just spotted our first Mustangs. There's 3 of them, and conveniently enough, there's this little parking lot area here that we can pull into. So we'll pull up and we'll get out and we'll put some eyes on the Mustangs. This will be exciting. We got to see the horses right away. It may seem like they're domestic, but they are not. There's actually a special group that comes out here and monitors them, and the park rangers, they don't interfere, nothing. They are true 100% wild Mustangs. Other than there's kind of used to people stopping and staring at them. That's why they're not super skittish. But yeah, there you go. There was some wild Mustangs. And it's funny because we actually saw another group of them just shortly after we left. There was like 4 of them off on our left-hand side. Good start to entering in the park. Good start. Awesome. All right, off to the lookout. We were on our way out to the lookout point, and normally on the way out to the lookout point we find bighorn sheep, And Mandy, she is amazing at spotting wildlife. she just saw some bighorn sheep.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them up there.
6 of them. That's awesome. Well, we just arrived at the canyon overlook, and every time I come here, it just takes my breath away. I'll give you guys a glimpse. There's a river down there. There is a river down there. Check out this tree. I absolutely love this tree. It's so photogenic. I love it. I've got a lot of amazing photos with that tree, because if you get it just right, you can see the canyon way over there where that bird's flying. Oh, look at that. Is that a vulture? It might be a vulture, or it might be a hawk. Just soaring in the wind. Look at that. Oh, it's coming this way. Look at that. Oh, that's a redhead vulture. Oh, how cool. All right, let's walk around and I'll show you guys the canyon. It's pretty amazing. Remember how I said big boats look small? There you go. There is the canyon overlook. Pretty spectacular place. It's so hard to grasp the depth of the canyon from the overlook. It's really spectacular. Now, I really wish I could send the drone up and give you guys that perspective, but since we are in a national park, drones are not allowed. So from here, I think we're gonna go check out our first ranch called the Snail Ranch. That'll be pretty cool to check out. And then we're gonna head down to Barry's Landing, and I think that's where we're gonna find camp for tonight, because there's actually a old ghost town down at Barry's Landing that we're going to check out as well. And then tomorrow we'll continue on and we'll check out the more of the ranches that are in the park, and one of the most famous ranches in this area. What an absolute gorgeous place to live. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, to come out on your porch and to have that as your view. I would totally live here. Well, here's what's left of the old cabin. Unfortunately, in 2015, the cabin burnt down. But prior to that, the Forest Service used this cabin actually pretty extensively. I believe last time I talked to a ranger about the cabin, it was, I think, a lightning strike that caused the fire. But several families used to live here back in the day when the cabin was built. And they had this amazing farm. Over that way is all the grazing land. And you've got an orchard over there. We'll walk through that. But this was quite an amazing place for having a cabin and a farm and life. It's pretty spectacular. Let's go take a look at the orchard. I haven't walked through the orchard yet. I always wanted to, so now this would be a great chance to. Shall we enter Eden's garden? Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at how beautiful these trees are. It's hard to say what they are, but I think they're apple trees. Look at that.
In 1846, a Tennessee man headed out west to Montana to the Layout Creek drainage to file a mining claim to search for that precious gold. With the hope of striking it rich, Orestes Ewing unfortunately did not find his fortune that he was seeking for. So in 1897, cool. He filed for water rights to turn his mining claim into a farming ranch. In 1920, Philip Snell purchased the land from the Ewing family and continued to operate the ranch, farming the existing lands around until they built the Yellowtail Dam in 1968.
You guys know what it is? Check it out. It's got all these cool pieces. Come around to this side. You got all these tubes coming down. Okay. This is your swather. That is a big cutter. Kind of like what they use for cutting your hair with. Well, this cutter, and here's your blades right here. This is your blades. These blades would move like this, and that would cut all of your stuff. And what's really cool is there's the mechanism to make it, and then it goes, and then there's the drive wheel right there. Pretty cool, huh? We're going to, I think, now head over to Barry's Landing, and we're gonna find camp for the night at Barry's Landing. And tomorrow we'll pick up and continue on with exploring some of the other areas, some of the other ranches that exist in this amazing place. Well, buddy.
Here's to another good one.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Tomorrow's adventure. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I agree.
So, the first place that we're gonna go to, it's about a mile hike in. Very moderate, not difficult at all.
Yeah.
It looks like we're just hiking in on the road.
That's all it is. It looks like it's just a road that,
Goes to it.
a service road.
Yeah. So, which I'm excited for this place because I've never been there before. So I've been to all the other cabins and homesteads and stuff, but this one I have not been to yet.
I've
So-
lived here for 30 years and I've never known it existed.
Oh, the things you find on Google Earth.
Hey, thanks for coming along and joining us on such an amazing adventure today. We got to see wild Mustangs, Bighorn sheep, some amazing geology. I mean, that canyon, right? How awesome is that? Also, we got to visit one of the historical ranches in the park. Well, stay tuned for part 2, where we're going to explore more of the park and we're going to visit some of the more famous ranches. Well, until next time, we'll see you guys out on the trail.